Tonight, the transgender community across the country and in Sacramento is calling a move by President Trump a step backwards. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sam Shane.
And I'm Angela Greenwood. Transgender men and women have been allowed to openly serve in the military since last year after the ban was lifted by the Obama administration. But this morning, President Trump announced in a series of tweets that the government will not accept or allow transgender individuals to serve in any capacity in the U.S. military. The president gave as his reason the tremendous medical costs and disruption that transgender in the military would entail. The White House press secretary fielded several questions asking why the president would reinstate the ban after promising to support the LGBTQ community.
Why did he decide to do this, given that during the campaign he had declared that he would protect the rights of transgender individuals? He said he would be better on this issue than Hillary Clinton, and now he's turned the clock back on this issue regarding the military.
The president has a lot of support for all Americans and certainly wants to protect all Americans at all times. The president's expressed concern since this Obama policy came into effect, but he's also voiced that this is a very expensive and disruptive policy, and based on consultation that he's had with his national security team, came to the conclusion that it erodes military readiness and unit cohesion, and made the decision based on that.
We spoke to a local transgender woman who was forced to hide when she served in the Army in the 70s and 80s. CBS 13's Lamore Abrams joins us live from LGBTQ Center in Midtown Sacramento with her emotional story. Lamore.
Trudy Matheson served in the military back in the day when coming out was absolutely unheard of in the military. But tonight, Trudy is coming out in the open, sharing her story and her struggle of gender in hopes of shedding light on the importance of acceptance.
They did the eyebrows, they did the cheeks, they did the jaw, they did the chin.
From her forehead to her chin, it's all redone. And to save money, Trudy Matheson had gender reassignment surgery in a third world country.
I went to Tijuana, Mexico, and my surgery was botched.
7 surgeries later to correct the initial sex surgery, she's gone from male to female.
I kind of always felt female, since I was 5 years old.
But kept that inner struggle a secret, and upon turning 18, enlisted in the military, attempting to fit in.
I just played the game.
Back in the 70s, she says, there was no such thing as coming out.
There was no don't ask, don't tell back then in my time, so I just kept quiet.
Trudy went by Alan. The handsome soldier operated a nuclear missile site in Germany. But the real battle was waging within.
Back then, there was nothing at all. And
you would have been discharged.
I would have been discharged.
4 decades later, Trudy is sharing her story in hopes of shedding light on the pain that goes into serving in secret, hoping President Trump's ban on transgender people in the military doesn't force people like her back into hiding.
We have a right to be who we are, and I think we have a right to serve.